And not exactly ready, but when has that ever stopped me? Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. This is Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey. It is Saturday, I think. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great day. I am, let's just say, putting on a voice for you guys because I'm in bad shape, but otherwise, I'm well. That's why it's been a few days. Don't want to get into it other than to say we're back. And look at the picture of Phoebe. Look how cute she is. She's on top of her. She has this cat house that has a big round circle at the top that she can lay on, and she hasn't laid up there for months. I thought she was just done with it, but the other day I came out and there she was, and I was like, I got to get a picture, and she was like, God damn it, he's got to get a picture. But it was awesome. So just a little stressed and sore. I'll live. I hope so. Oh my God, did you guys see Brandon Buckingham? Do you guys know who Brandon is? I'm not a big fan of Brandon. I don't watch his stuff regularly. I am aware of him for two things: his interaction with Sneeko, and then the that video that really weird dude made about Wendigoon and all of his friends. But Brandon is in bad shape. His heart's failing, his liver's failing, his lungs are failing. Said that the doctor thinks he has TB and what was the other thing? Some kind of pneumonia. Like, fuck, dude. Brandon, I hope you get better, man. Nate just went in. Nate, the lawyer, just went in for brain cancer, for a tumor in his brain. I'm beginning to think that YouTube might be bad for people. I'm beginning to think there's some kind of YouTube disease, man. God bless. I hope all these guys recover. I haven't seen anything about Nate since he was supposed to have his surgery on Wednesday, last I saw. But anyway, see, this is why I don't complain too much about my lot in life. I've been in pain for the last 2 days, but not, at least I'm not in an ICU with a tube in every hole that I have and some that they had to make. Comparatively speaking, I'm doing pretty well. Oh, anyway, guys, I did something different today. When I woke up this evening around 12:30, I jumped on YouTube instead of jumping onto Twitter. I don't normally do that. And Monkey, was Pete here for the last show? I don't remember. It's been like 2 days since the last show. I saw an update on Nate, half his head. So he survived surgery at least. Cool. That's awesome. Anyway, so I jumped onto YouTube, and the first thing I see is a video saying Marjorie Taylor Greene is leaving Congress. And I was like, nuh-uh. And I scrolled down a little bit and I saw an actual news story that said Marjorie Taylor Greene quitting Congress. I'm like, I did. I giggled just like that for a little bit. And it made me laugh my ass off. And Nate is in recovery is recovering from his surgery. Cool. Good to hear. Good to hear. All right. So let's jump over here. This is the news the news story I found. Again, I didn't go looking deep. I just scrolled down a little bit on my feed, and this is the news story that came up. I'm not in Los Angeles. I don't know why they always feed me CBS Los Angeles or Fox Los Angeles. They always want me to watch the Los Angeles channels. I don't know why. But I wanted to watch this part with you guys because it's funny as shit. Don't worry, we're going to watch her entire 10-minute I'm leaving announcement. It's mwah, chef's kiss. But this just made me laugh my ass off.
Pitney is a professor of government at Claremont McKenna College.
It was one thing for her to be attacked by liberals. It's another thing for her to be attacked by her fellow Trump conservatives.
I'm sorry. They attacked her before. It's not like this is the first time that Trump conservatives have come after Marjorie. It's the first time they've come after her, and she knows she's going to lose her seat over it. They've come after her before for, just being retarded. Oh, that reminds me. I need to check something real fast. Being retarded made me think I had to check on something. Okay, if you guys are watching over on Rumble, I can't bring up the chat, and I don't know why. It won't show it to me. So if you can hear me over there, hi. It's nice to see all you guys, but I literally can't bring it up. when I go to it, it should have chat on it, and there's just no chat. Anyway, so in the past, when Republicans have attacked her, or at least distanced themselves from her and been like, no, I don't know that bitch. I don't know that bitch. It's been because of just her random stupidness, like the Jewish space lasers are gonna get us. I don't see any stream on Rumble. What the fuck? Okay. If you were trying to watch on Rumble, you can't hear me anyway, so we'll just let that go. I tried. I set it all up. I don't know what the hell happened.
And that proved to be very painful for her.
He says her stance against Trump on the Epstein files is what caused the rift that's turned into a political divide.
No. God damn it. See, everybody is putting this up, and I've seen several people talking about it. It's because she went against him on the Epstein files. She even pulls that in her nonsensical 10-minute rant. The rift started before that. The rift started way back when this crazy bitch was like, we can't run our construction businesses without illegal aliens. And then she went with the Democrats and being like, we have to secure health care for the illegals. Whoops, sorry, she didn't say that part out loud. We have to secure the health care so that we can open the government. And then the Epstein file thing happened. Trump was already sick of her shit by that time. That was just the final straw.
The attention of the administration, and particularly drew Trump's wrath. And he doesn't like it when women turn on him.
He doesn't like it when men turn on him. Or sorry, when women turn on him. He doesn't like it when anybody turns on him. Do y'all remember him during the first election? The way he talked about all those men, Monk's video count on Rumble is 666. Ooh, maybe that's why I can't get a stream going. There's some pact with the devil over there. Does anyone? No, exactly. Well, backscan, Trump is kind of petty when people disagree with him. Let's just be honest about who Trump is, right? When somebody disagrees with him, he gets petty. He really does. It's nothing new. We're not telling anybody any stories here. Hey, Jack, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Glad to see we hooked up near the front of a show for a change.
Yeah, no shit.
I was so happy to see you would just DM me like 11 minutes earlier from when I sent you that, because I'm like, good. There's a good chance he'll be here tonight. The show's just more fun when we're together.
I agree.
All right, Jack, these news people just told us that Trump doesn't like it when women disagree with him.
No, not the women's. Oh, he's such a sexist monster. Is that what I'm supposed to be picking up here?
Yes. But they go on.
He drew Trump's wrath. And he doesn't like it when women turn on him.
Men have spoken out against him and haven't had this same fallout.
Go into any MAGA group and say that you support Thomas Massey. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wow.
But this is the shit that happens anytime it's a woman. Like, oh my God, can you believe how mean Trump is to women's? He's so mean to women's.
Oh, he's so mean.
You know the difference between Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene, besides about 50 IQ points?
What's that?
Thomas Massey didn't run to the president. Can you believe how mean he's being to me? He just accepted it as part of what's going on. And, oh, it is Duck's birthday.
What?
We'll get to you in just a second. The difference is when men get attacked by this, nobody really pays attention, or by Trump, nobody really pays attention or cares. But if he says something about a woman, suddenly, oh my God, I can't. Huh? He said about a woman, and he never did mean to men. The dude literally made fun of a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And he's never just like, wait a minute, can you believe this shit?
All
right, the Duck. It's your birthday, and around here we do this. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday, dear
Happy
Doug.
birthday, dear Doug.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. Really, really do. All right. That's all I wanted to watch from this one because it just made me laugh. Like Trump is men when they disagree with him. This never happens ever, ever, never. You know, except for all of the fucking times you can point to it happening.
Yeah.
But because it's a woman, they're like, oh my. The media has never once defended Marjorie Taylor Greene. Not one goddamn time. But
no, not that I know of.
Yeah, now that she's seen as going against Trump, suddenly it's like, can you believe what he's done to her?
You don't mean
This
big old
queen is
bully.
being attacked by this man. Oh, it's so fucking stupid. I had a revelation today, Jack.
Oh yeah, were
Yeah.
you on the island of Patmos and it was the lake turning to blood?
No, I was sitting at my computer and this ugly bitch was on my screen for a whole different reason.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different book of Revelation then.
So I don't remember what it was earlier in the day. This was like back near noon, so before she ever announces this, and something about her popped up on my screen. I'm like, why are women like this? And then I realized something. It's not women. It's women in positions of power like this. And I figured out why they're all fucking insane. You ready? Or at least
thought you already told us that they're women.
No. Well, yeah, actually that is part of it. That is part of it. But there's a reason every one of them is a fucking lunatic. It's because it's an unnatural position for them to be in.
Yeah.
Leadership is an unnatural place for women to be. That's not saying women can't do it before anybody. Oh, yeah. No. But it is unnatural. This is a male kind of thing. So they're fighting their own instinct to do this. I can be a dude. She's trans man, just doesn't know it. I bet she tries to stand up to P.
I only knew one chick that could pull that off, and it was really freaky to see.
I don't think I would have looked.
Well, you had to make sure there wasn't a wiener there.
Dark Conservatarian, thank you. Possibly dumb question, but are you guys going to comment about the Epstein files release debacle? What do you mean the Epstein file release debacle? I don't understand. Are you talking about just it in general, or I don't understand? Sorry, I decided to go over and okay. Rumble is running. I don't know why I can't get any chat from it. Oh, it's private. Why is it private?
I was going to say, I don't see it on your Rumble page.
How the hell did it end up private?
It's a good question. While you're trying to figure that out, thank you, Alan, from 2 days ago. Says, how are you doing, my friend? Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Had some personal stuff going on that I had to deal with, but things are going okay. And thank you for that generous tip, man. Appreciate it. Keeps me going. I had to get food yesterday, and oh my god, I have way more expensive tastes than I deserve for my budget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Time
I was
to
like,
shop the ramen aisle.
Yeah, I did. I was like, what can I mix things with for poor people food?
All right. Rumble folks, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I didn't change any settings, but somehow the stream was private. I was talking to myself. Huh. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. We're just getting to Marjorie. So but to the question that was asked about the Epstein file debacle, I'm not sure what to talk about with it. Trump went and signed it, and it's kind of disappeared since then because there's again, they're not going to release anything that's going to hurt Trump. Okay. The one thing that we did see is what's his name? guy who worked for both Clinton and Obama, had fucking
Podesta?
Jeffrey. Who?
Podesta?
No.
Oh.
Fuck, I can find it on my Twitter timeline. But he was getting advice on how to pick up young girls from Epstein.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
He works for Harvard right now. Well, he did until all of that came out a couple of days ago. At which point he stepped down, for the sake of Harvard and not causing any issues there. Not because it's embarrassing to have Epstein himself call him his wingman. The guy's name is Larry Summers, and Epstein referred to himself as Larry's wingman.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's he just needed a break. That's all.
Break
Go
me
ahead.
off a piece of that pedo bar. Do you have the Rumble chat set to members only?
No, why?
Won't let me type in there without. It says, "What's this? There was a problem with payment form. Please contact support."
Monk's over there chatting.
Yeah, I can't even see the chat.
Try refreshing because Dangerous just chatted there too.
No, there's a box labeled live chat, but there's nothing in it, and it won't let me type. But
no idea.
I'm not worried about it. Hi, Rumble.
Say people are chatting over there, so no idea
The
what's going
event
on.
that he's over there. Hi, Bran.
It's getting to the point where I'm not sure Rumble's even worth it anymore. I like going or having it up there, but the problems we've had with Rumble lately is annoying.
Yeah, I hope they get that sorted because I do like the platform, and there's an untapped audience there that needs us because otherwise they're going to listen to quartering.
Oh my God, that fucking retard today.
I know, right? And I can't abide that. I think our voice is needed on a platform like Rumble to kind of even out the stupid.
He puts up this tweet. Okay, we'll get to Marjorie in a minute, guys. I just have to laugh at this fucking moron. Where is it? Right here. Said Pam Bondi has been a runaway train of disappointment. She just made the argument for banning every handgun in America. Da, da, da. And he quotes from this lawsuit that's from it's 4 different groups came together to challenge the NFA, the National Firearms Act.
Yeah.
And they're challenging it based on changes that were made in the One Big Beautiful Bill that takes taxes off of certain things like suppressors. Mm-hmm. And their contention is that means Congress no longer has the constitutional ability to regulate this in this way because it's not a tax matter. As the actual brief, yes, I went and read this fucking brief because of this moron. They point out that it's not just the tax. One, taxing is still happening. It's just happening at the seller level rather than the individual piece level. And 2, interstate commerce still applies. So anyway, this part that he highlights, it's just saying that I would blow it up so I could read it again, but it's saying that the NFA was put into place because they wanted to curtail the ability of criminals to use guns that can be easily concealed. Yeah, that's been what the law was about from the fucking beginning. I don't like the NFA. I'm not defending the NFA here. But he's making it sound like Bondi made this shit up. It's literally in the fucking arguments and bill, you moron.
Yeah, it's a common misconception that they're going at. They are trying to create some kind of gun registry. They've been doing that for decades. But it's not going to work out the way everybody's panicking over because the wording of the act itself, they could have tried to ban pistols a long time ago, but they didn't because they knew that crime would skyrocket. if they
Yeah.
did that. If they tried to get rid of handguns, you're going to turn a lot of law-abiding people against you. And
Look,
that's just stupid. It's bad policy, bad politics.
the NFA doesn't make a lot of sense, but the reason that it was put into place was the gangster violence of the 30s.
Yeah.
That's why there are 6 specific things listed, although the 6th one is very vague. But it was about things like sawed-off shotguns because they were easily concealed in a trench coat. It was about short-barreled rifles because they were easily concealed in a trench coat. Pam Bondi didn't read or write this thing that he's highlighting here. It was written by 2 Justice Department lawyers who were involved in this case.
Yeah.
Pam Bondi Pam didn't lay it out, you fucking idiot. And if they were going to use that rationale, it already exists in the law, fucknut.
Yeah, they've done it a long time ago.
Oh, God, he's such a dumbass. Anyhow,
Yeah,
I didn't want to talk about that idiot tonight. Go ahead.
That lawsuit is being used as a fundraising mechanism for a couple of gun rights groups. And
Yeah.
I get what they're going for. They're trying to get the whole thing repealed because they're doing the same thing with the Obamacare because they're saying it's a tax. And that's how a lot of it got through Congress. So by undoing that, they can repeal that and we can all have cool machine guns. And I'm not opposed to that. But this is the wrong fight, the wrong hill to die on. There are way better things to criticize Pam Bondi on, like the fact that she hasn't done anything about the Epstein files except lie to us.
I point out, I get it that hating on Pam Bondi is the cool kid thing to do right now. And I'm not defending Bondi at all, but in this case, it wasn't her.
Yeah. And this is there are better things to criticize her about. There's a lot of corruption that she's doing nothing about.
Do you know when that law was passed?
It was what, like 31, 32?
34, yeah.
34? Okay, I wasn't far off.
The law is 90 years old, and Jeremy just found out about it and thinks they're coming for his gun. Let's be honest, Jeremy, you couldn't fire a gun. It would knock you on your fat ass. You need to have muscles to push back against the fucking recoil.
Oh, I was going to say he was doing sandwiches akimbo and couldn't hold a gun because too much delicious in his hands.
But I hate shit like that because the NFA is something that should be argued against because much of it makes 0 sense.
Yeah, it's a garbage piece of legislation that absolutely violates the Second Amendment.
Wendigoon has a really good breakdown of it in one of his other videos in the Ruby Ridge video. I highly recommend the things just to go watch that part to see the contradictions in that fucking law. But here's the thing. It doesn't need challenge. The courts have already decided on this. This is a 90-year-old fucking law. And chances are they're not going to look at it now and go, no, that was wrong. So what you need to be doing is getting people in Congress who are going, yeah, we're going to fix this shit because that's where it needs fixed. I'm so tired of people. We got to use the legal system. And then the same people who bitch about the legal system being misused.
Lawfare's bad except when I do it.
If you have an actually unconstitutional law, fine, go after it. But in this case, the way that they passed the NFA, it is constitutional because they don't actually bar you from owning guns. They don't. They just heavily regulate the kinds that exist.
Yeah, they just make it difficult to get the fun ones.
Yeah. So if you have a problem with that, it needs to go through Congress, not through fucking the court every goddamn time.
No, it would be better to do this through legislation and get it repealed. You could get the court to strike it down, but I think it'd be better precedent to get it repealed and work your way from there. But yeah, hey, what do I know? I'm not a fucking lawyer.
Well, just to that point, it's not like the NFA has never been challenged. It's been challenged over. In fact, that part that he has up there, The very next page lists like 5 or 6 court cases based on it.
Yeah.
There's tons of precedent for this. The smart thing to do is get your Congress people to do this. Point out it's not the 1930s anymore, and that the law at the time didn't change anything any fucking way.
Yeah,
Because-
I mean, criminals get guns? What?
Well, the idea that some criminal's going to be like, "Oh, I was going to rob that bank with a sawed-off shotgun, but they made sawed-off shotguns illegal. I guess I won't do it." That's just fucking stupid. Because by the time you're going to go rob that bank, you care enough about the extra 5 years for an illegal gun? Exactly.
Look, nobody thought this through to begin with, and regulations never worked. Just look at prohibition.
Yeah. It's just nonsensical. So again, this is what pisses me off about people like the quartering. I'm not defending the NFA here. But his misunderstanding of what he read there, so now he's like, "Oh, Bondi's coming for your handguns." No, she's fucking not, you retard.
No, there are plenty of legitimate things to complain about with that woman. This is not one of them. So just relax, guys. Relax. But if you're on the same page as Quarter Pounder, there's something probably wrong.
Probably, yes.
I mean, broken clocks and all that, but the odds are good that he's doing something stupid.
How come every time I look at this woman, I think of Jigsaw from the Saw universe? That clown mask he wears.
Yeah, that weird. I don't know.
She painted some circles on her cheekbones there. She could be him. I know. I'm not supposed to point out when women are ugly. I can do it to guys, but you can't do it to women because they're totally not superficial.
I don't know. She's a white woman, so she's not as hot to begin with.
So if anybody, hey, Monkey's calling her ugly, I'm not going to do that anymore. Okay, I'm not going to say not at all anymore. I'm going to try not to do that and just concentrate on what a moron she is.
Should we talk about her saggy boobs? Because those things are dropping.
She's like 90, dude. Of course they are.
Oh, yeah.
That's just gravity. I don't blame her for her saggy boobies.
Is that a plant vagina off to our left there?
Yes, it is. Right there. She got a vagina plant in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what bothered me most about this?
She has a Christmas tree up already?
No. I know lots of people are already. I've noticed this year people seem to be into Christmas more than they have been for a while, and I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, probably.
I'm so tired of peace and love. Fuck you. I'm glad to see Christmas making a comeback. It's been like 20 years since I've had a Christmas where I feel like everybody's happy it's Christmas. Anyway, no, what bothers me is that her cross is off center.
Oh, yeah. Now that you pointed that out, now it's going to bother me.
She clearly, this is a very manicured thing, or the plant was turned just right so you can see the opening bloom there. Yeah. And the bitch didn't straighten her cross.
Well, and the camera isn't centered properly because the tree shouldn't be directly behind her like that. It should be off to her side, and she should be where that dead space in the wall is.
She should be moved over a bit.
Yeah. So it should be framed better. She had the right idea, but it's just poorly executed.
You know, you and me should just make a channel called "This Is How They Fucked Up Their Video" because we do this to so many people.
I know. Look, it's important to get your set right. If you're going to be on camera, you have to have your camera at. She's got her camera at the right height. You're not looking up her nose or down at her head.
Yep.
Although some other people probably have. But you have to have everything centered symmetrically. And if she wanted to do that, the plant's off to one side and her in the center. Otherwise, you get that dead space in the wall. And that bothers me. Like, that's photography 101, dude. That's an internet tutorial.
Frank, thank you so much. Says she's only 51. Oof.
She's only 51? Oh, my God. She looks kind of rough for that.
My wife is 51 and looks 20 years younger than her.
Yeah, I'm 51. I look kind of rough, but Jesus.
Wow.
I don't look that rough.
in fairness, Lady Monkey has held up very well.
Yeah.
I got lucky. I didn't know she was going to hold up that well. It just worked out in my favor.
Well, to quote a famous knight, you chose wisely.
I did choose wisely. Somebody asked, is the cross off center or her shirt? Both, actually.
Yeah, her shirt looks like it's slightly off center, but that could be a comfort issue, or sometimes when you sit down, your clothes shift. I'm not as upset about that.
On her, it's her left, but as we're looking, her shirt goes off to the right just a tad bit further than it should.
Yeah.
The cross is way to the left of where it should be.
But at least her hair looks pretty good. So,
I mean, for being dried out for how often she bleaches it, yeah, it doesn't look horrible.
Yeah, a part of that, I mean, that soft lighting, she should have switched that out with natural bulbs on that left hand light, by the way. Because the soft lighting is not going to, it's going to clash with her hair.
It's not just that. I've seen this woman many times. She has fried her hair. It is.
Oh yeah, but it's not helping with that lighting. You want to switch out to natural light bulbs.
She needs to get some of that.
A little more, but
she needs to get some of that herbal essence and make her hair nicer.
That's what I use, but I'm also bald, so probably not.
I stopped using herbal essence when I didn't get orgasms in the shower.
Oh, but it smells good.
Those commercials lied to me.
Sniff it.
You know, I just said those commercials lied to me, and that's not true. It only showed women having orgasms from washing their hair.
Yeah, and you don't know, the shower head might have been, they have two shower heads, one for the head and one for the southern region.
Well, they never show us the other hair that they're washing. I'm just,
Yeah,
but,
so
all right, gentlemen in the audience, if they came out with a men's shampoo that just washing your hair made you bust a nut, would you buy it? Because I'm feeling like I would.
I don't know. It seems like you'd have to wash your hair twice, and then there'd be a lot of extra cleanup.
Alan, that is so very generous. Thank you so much. You said, "Morning, monkey." Good morning, Alan. Damn, I'm gonna have a very good morning now. Thank you. Why are y'all saying no? What do you guys got against orgasms?
Well, I mean, let's face it. If you're in the shower, you're probably got shit to do. So you're going somewhere, or you got to go to work. You can't be all tired when you go. You're gonna need a nap.
Med says, "What did I just walk into?" The only time I will ever talk about orgasms with this woman on the screen. That's all. Anyway, so Marjorie Taylor Greene is stepping down, Jack, and in this 10+ minute video, she tells us why.
Hi, everyone. I've always represented the common American man and woman as a member of the House of Representatives, which is...
Oh, terrible pause, dude. What the fuck is that face?
She's blowing you a kiss.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Thank you, Alan, for that very, very, very generous tip there. Morning, my friend. Good morning, Alan. Thank you so much, dude. Did you mean to do that?
Yes, he did.
Wow. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
That's... pay my power bill.
Trump broke her. Yeah, well, I think that her womanness came out and there was no getting around it. I mean, this is why she sides with the Democrats, and we have to save healthcare for illegals. That's what that was all about. It was about healthcare for illegals. But she's like, "Oh my God, are people suffering?" And that's women. It's just all it is. But anyway,
why I've always...
Her voice is kind of irritating. Her voice is very irritating.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry that Marjorie Taylor Greene is on the screen when we were thanking you for very generous donations, Alan, because that's kind of mean. Like, we're torturing you and you're giving us presents. And I feel bad about that, so I'm sorry. But thank you, dude.
Fairness, we're going to be ripping on her, so it's okay.
Yeah, but it's still, I kind of feel bad because, like, when people tip us and then we're torturing them with this monstrosity who's off center, and it's really bugging me about the fact that she's off center. It's I just feel bad about that. It's almost like you're at a torture center and you're whipping someone and they're like, here's $5. You kind of feel dirty about it. But thanks, man. I appreciate it.
The common American man and woman as a member of the House of Representatives, which is why I've always been despised in Washington, D.C.
That's not why you've always been despised. You've largely been despised because you're an idiot. The press hates you because you're a Republican who sided with Trump. Everyone else hates you because you're an idiot. That's all.
She has a weirdly loyal cult following. I mean, like, is she really good in bed or something?
I think her next move, we're going to jump ahead to that, is going to be having her own Candace Owens style podcast.
That was my guess. I've heard she's got a book deal.
There's talk of her running for the Senate, but if she can't take a House seat in a Republican area of Georgia, she's not taking the Georgia Senate seat.
No.
Real quick before, because I don't know how long we're going to be on this chick. I mean, we're 36 minutes into talking about this video. That's been the sole focus has been her leaving, kind of. And we're already almost an hour or 40 minutes in. I do want to bring up that Candace Owens says she got credible evidence that Macron has put out a hit on her.
We have to go over that post when we're done with this, dude, because it was hilarious.
In case we forget it or don't get to it, just you've got to read it. It's fucking insane. The French are coming to get her, you guys.
Oh, you'll hear them coming. I smell frog legs and baguettes. Run.
By the way, according to Candace, we should be at war with Iran for 3 months already now. Her and her little gay friend Ian. The war with Iran is coming, and that just never happened.
Ian Miles Ding Dong?
Ian Carroll.
Oh.
He's that dude that hangs out with her that's got the gay mustache.
Oh, is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I ever knew his name. If I did, I just didn't care.
He's like the male Just Pearly Things.
Ew.
And she's his Andrew Tate. It's pretty gross. Anyway.
Just never fit in. Americans are used by the political industrial complex of both political parties, election cycle after election cycle. In order.
Yep, every election cycle, the parties want you to vote.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens. Also, pro tip, if you're using a teleprompter or you're reading a script, put it at the same level as the camera so it doesn't look like you're looking down to the right like a liar.
Yeah, this is why on TVs, the television presenters, it's right under the camera.
Yeah.
Literally right under the lens.
Yeah, you want it at least next to it or right under it so it doesn't look like you're looking in a weird direction and like you're a spastic or something.
Yeah, because she seems very interested in our portraits down here, Jack.
Yeah, she's eyeballing one of us, and I'm hoping.
Hey, we're sexy beasts.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We are.
She's got 2 eyes. There's 2 of us. That she ain't got to choose right now.
Oh, that's terrifying. We gotta find something to hide behind shortly.
She wants to hump us, y'all.
Do you?
By the way, this is one of the things. There's a reputation of her. I don't want to put this. Fucking guys who aren't her husband.
She's married?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Her husband, didn't he leave her like last year?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to this woman unless we have to cover her.
Yeah, because she does really want to go for that Senate seat, but there's no way she's going to be able to because of all of the dirty laundry she's got. Whoopsie.
Oops.
To elect whichever side can convince Americans to hate the other side more. and the results are always the same. No matter which way the political pendulum swings, Republican or Democrat, nothing ever gets better for the common American man or woman. The debt goes higher. Corporate and global interests remain Washington's sweethearts. American jobs continue to be replaced, whether it's by illegal labor or legal labor by visas or just shipped overseas.
Okay, all right. That's all fair. What she just said, true.
Yeah, but wasn't she in a position to help change that?
She is in a position to help change that, and instead she's leaving. I represent the everyman. They're fucking all of you. I quit.
I represent and work for you. Bye.
It's too hard. It's too hard. Can you imagine saying that?
It does seem like it's a bit of a, I don't know, not quite a contradiction, but a bit confusing, perhaps, to say all this and then be like, oh, yeah, and I'm quitting my job trying to fix any of this. It seems like something's askew here.
Ron Paul and now Rand served in their seats forever, going against the grain because they did what they believed was right. They didn't go, oh, we're never going to get things fixed, so I guess I quit and I'll just turn it over to the shitty people.
Yeah.
She's trying to martyr herself here. I tried so hard, you guys. I'm the good one. I see all these problems in government, and then Trump said some mean stuff, and I gotta leave now.
Is she Louis Armstrong?
Yes.
I see skies.
Blue.
Sorry.
No, I don't know why I went to that voice for her.
This is brilliant, though.
Okay, back to Marjorie Taylor Greene here. Did you like the thumbnail going green? I thought that was clever.
Yeah, that was good.
Small businesses continue to be swallowed by big corporations.
And that's not the kind of swallowing she supports. I know, cheap joke, but I liked it.
Hard-earned tax dollars always fund foreign wars, foreign aid, and foreign interest, and the spending power of the dollar continues to decline. The average American family can no longer survive on a single breadwinner's income.
Bitch, it's been like that for fucking 30 years.
Right?
She makes it sound like that shit happened yesterday.
Yeah. Look, the Rockefellers tricked everyone, all the women's to going into work a long time ago. This is not new.
Yeah, the big push to women in the workforce was the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
A lot of the massive inflation and unemployment of the early 80s was women entering the workforce. I can no longer do this thing that they couldn't do since I was 10. Oh, thank you so much, Frank. She was voting for more debt, the healthcare, and cried about her illegal workers getting deported. What the fuck is she talking about? Hey, Frank. You're not supposed to know any of that.
Yeah, stop noticing things.
This video is for the people Jack was talking about a little bit ago, the hardcore Marjorie Taylor Greene supporters.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't want to lose those, so she has to look like she's martyring is probably the best word for it.
Yes,
honestly.
She is martyring herself here. It's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Politically martyring herself. I don't want to be, you said she's killed. No. Politically. Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, not religiously. Thank you, Evolved Potato. Did Marjorie run a construction business that profited off illegal labor? Well, you spelled labor with a U, and so tipped your
Canadian
hand there, buddy.
Who was that?
Evolved Potato.
Oh, I called you a Canadian. My apologies.
Yeah, don't insult him. He's Australian. They're real men.
I feel horrible that I labeled you that way. My bad.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. She admitted to that, if I remember correctly, in an interview.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but you guys keep noticing things.
And she didn't just admit that because she didn't exactly admit that she was doing it. She just said that you have to have illegals if you're in construction, and she was in construction. So you guys do the math there.
Yeah. I gotta check something. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Both parents have to work in order to simply survive. And today, many in my children's generation feel hopeless for their future and don't think they will ever realize the American dream.
Well, and as a member of Congress, it's a good thing you're leaving so that you can't do anything about that. Jesus Christ. Okay. No, the economy's not as great as it was back in the roaring 80s. Yeah, things are a little bit tougher. But a lot of the reasons that people in her kids' generation, which would be my children's generation, feel hopeless and stuff is because they've been just inundated with commie bullshit from every angle. They used to at least try to keep the commie stuff out of primary school. Here in the States, primary is kindergarten to 12th grade. They used to try to keep that out, but the last decade, they're like, nah, fuck it. Everything on all. It used to be something just for colleges. These poor kids are being told constantly how Elon Musk has stuff that you don't. Isn't that unfair? You have to work to get a house, and that's not fair. You have to save your money. That's not fair. Just over and over and over. This is why there's such this feeling of impossibility.
Envy's a hell of a drug.
It is. And no, that's not to say everything. How many of you guys want to switch places with your great-grandparents? Go ahead. I'll listen.
I'd rather not be a dirt farmer. No.
Right? Like, look, we grew a potato.
Yeah. Times were a lot different, even in our parents' generation. When my parents were older, they were forgotten generation or silent generation, whatever they call it now. So they weren't baby boomers. My dad was had a ration book during World War II. He was a kid during the war. But yeah, they very much were a product of that Depression era mindset. Mm-hmm. Like my grandparents, they didn't waste anything. I very much remember them saving like jars to put things in, and nothing got wasted. They didn't waste food, especially. So it's a different way of thinking, and you don't really want to go relive what caused them to be like that, because it was horrible. I mean, just read about the Great Depression or the Dust Bowl. It was global. It was horrific, and people are like, "Oh, they had it so good. They could buy houses cheap." Yeah, all the banks were closing up, and nobody had a job.
And how many of you guys want to trade paychecks with your great-grandparents? Mez says it would be bad to underestimate the sense of disenfranchisement of the youth, as they might tend to vote properly socialist. I'm not saying we should underestimate it. I'm saying that we should tell them to knock it off and give them a reality check. I understand they feel that way, but this is facts over feelings time, and them feeling that way, it's like it's the feminization of everything.
Yeah, part of it is there's a level of brainwashing going on right now, because they're being told that the luxuries they have are not luxuries, that they are in fact being stifled and put upon. And that's just not the case. Life is so much easier now.
It was just a couple of months ago that everything was about the democracy. What is it now? Affordability. Why?
Yeah.
Because envy works.
Yeah, and you notice they didn't do that a few years ago when prices were even higher on a lot of food items. But they're doing it now.
Yeah, they weren't doing this during the inflation crisis.
No. Fuck no. But now they're doing it because it's an easy mark. And even though prices have come down, gas is a lot cheaper, Eggs are definitely a lot cheaper, but especially where I'm at. But
Yeah.
I'm in the heartland. We got chickens and shit around me. Real quick though, thank you, Circus Zero. Something about MTG's face always bothered me. Earlier, I finally figured out she looks like she has that cartoonish, swollen, allergic reaction face.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Now I can't unsee that.
That's why it reminds me of Jigsaw's mask.
Yeah, it does. She does look a little puffy. She had like some Botox or something.
It's probably a protein injection.
Yeah,
was-
the envy thing really does work quite well, and I think unfortunately a lot of young people just they don't have the life experience to realize how good they really have it. So yeah, you're not wrong. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
That's a point of major frustration for me.
My heart. I ran for Congress in 2020 and have fought every single day believing that Make America Great Again meant America first.
That's why you supported healthcare for illegals. That's why you went against the Republicans to be like, no, we need to spend more money.
They're future Americans, Monkey.
You know, to make them fucking bitch.
I have one of the most conservative voting records in Congress, defending the First Amendment, Second Amendment, unborn babies, because I believe God creates life at conception, and I love to fight for the little guy. Strong.
Were you one of the first people who abandoned? Remember when they were having the speakership fight, and they were like, "No, we're not going to support that idiot. He's part of the problem." And she's like, "Yeah, we're not supporting him." And then the next day, she's like, "I'm going to support him."
Yeah, that sounds right.
There
were like 5 holdouts, and she sold out really quick.
Yeah, you were one of the sellouts on the McCarthy shit.
Strong, safe borders. I have fought hard for that. I fought against COVID tyrannical insanity and mandated mass vaccinations. And I've never voted to fund foreign wars with your hard-earned tax dollars.
Is she talking about like giving Israel money and giving Ukraine money?
No, not. I think she means only U.S. wars, not proxy wars. She's fine with that.
She said foreign wars, so I'm really not sure. And honestly, I don't know how she voted. And frankly, Marjorie, I'm going to be honest. You're not going to like this, but I think most of your votes have been however the speaker or the leader, when you guys weren't in power, told you to vote. Not all of them, because occasionally you'd stand up and go, "No, look at me." But I don't believe you are the revolutionary you're trying to paint yourself as.
Oh, what girl McCain is doing? She's a maverick.
However, with almost 1 year into our majority, the legislature has been mostly sidelined. We endured an 8-week shutdown, wrongly, resulting in the House not working for the entire time. And we are entering campaign season.
Hey, I don't know if anybody told you this, but you were still supposed to be working. You guys just weren't in D.C. You were supposed to be doing work in your district.
Nope, vacation.
Did you take that time off? You were supposed to be handling district business at that time.
Which means all courage leaves and only safe campaign re-election mode is turned on in the House of Representatives. During the longest shutdown in our nation's history, I raged against my own speaker and my own party for refusing to proactively work diligently to pass the plan to save Americans' health care and protect Americans from outrageous, overpriced, and unaffordable health insurance policies.
You were arguing that my money should go to pay for all of that. You weren't arguing to get rid of the ACA, you fucking bitch. You took the Democrat side. We got to pay for this. And you're not mentioning here that a lot of that money goes to illegals. 70% of California's free healthcare that they have out there comes from the federal dole, you fucking bitch.
I just told you, Monkey, like 5 minutes ago. Stop noticing things.
She raged against the machine. She did.
And much like the band Rage Against the Machine, she sold out.
The House should have been in session working every day to fix this disaster.
The Senate was in session every day. How'd that work out? What would the House being in session have done? The House had already passed their bill. It was waiting for the Senate to fix it. That maybe she needs a schoolhouse rock lesson.
I don't think it would help. You probably need to get like a little flip book or something.
First, it goes through the House and then the Senate. And that's where it was in the Senate. That's where it was held up. It wasn't held up in the House.
But instead, America was force-fed disgusting political drama once again from both sides of the aisle on television.
Yeah, that's like a daily occurrence from DC.
No, but she said both sides of the aisle. The Republicans were saying, here's a clean bill to keep things running. And the Democrats were going, they're trying to kill people. One of those is disgusting political drama. I said on Twitter, I gave it 3 months before this bitch is a full-on commie.
Wow,
And I'm
3
standing
months?
by that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very generous assessment.
Single day. My bills, which reflect many of President Trump's executive orders, like calling for a new census counting Americans only to draw new districts, making English the official language of the U.S., making it a felony to medically trans a minor, and other bills like eliminating capital gains taxes on the sale of your primary home and eliminating H-1B visas, just sit. They all sit collecting dust.
She's going to bitch about these not being brought to the floor here in just a second. A lot of people put bills through Congress, Jag. They're like, here's my idea. You have to get co-sponsors and you have to actually get the ball rolling. You can't just write it and go, I've submitted it.
Well, it depends
Maybe.
if you're just trying to fundraise off of it or not.
Maybe if you weren't an insane bitch, somebody would have been like, yeah, let's do this.
That's how it is for most members of Congress bills. The speaker never brings them to the floor for a vote. Many common Americans are no longer easily convinced by paid political propaganda spokespersons and consultants on TV and paid shills on social media, obediently serving with cult-like conviction to force others to swallow the political party talking points.
Do you believe for a minute she wrote this?
No. Also, I suspect that the secret message is here. She doesn't like to swallow things.
She's mentioned swallowing a few times. We get it, Marjorie.
Yeah.
You like to spit. It's fine.
No, it depends. Well, it depends where you're allowed to finish. And it's either here or there. That's semantics.
Because they know how much credit card debt they have. They know how much their bills have gone up over the past 5 years. They actually do their own grocery shopping and no food costs too much. Their rent has increasingly gone up and up. They have been outbid by corporate asset managers too many times when they put in an offer to buy a house. They have been.
I need to find the statistics on this. Because we know that's happened where a corporation has gone, no, we're going to buy up all the houses in this neighborhood. But it doesn't seem to be the primary or even a massive part of why rents have inflated.
Yeah, I've heard it's only like 2 or 3% that's getting bought up by corporations like BlackRock, and it's actually way lower than what people are dramatically stating it to be. So I don't know.
I like how she started this. They have too much credit card debt. They should probably stop buying shit on credit.
Yeah, money management is a skill that really needs to be relearned.
I've heard too many episodes of Dave Ramsey and Caleb Hammer to just be like, oh my God, they have to use the credit cards? That's horrible.
How else would they go to Disney World, Monkey?
Right? Oh, God.
Laid off after being forced to train their visa holding replacement. The college degree they were told to earn only left them in debt with no big six-figure salary. They see more home.
Now, this has been this is another one of those things where Marjorie's talking about shit that's been going on for a long time. Look, she's not necessarily wrong about a lot of these things. She's just painting herself as Jesus with an off-center cross. She went up on that cross for you guys. She was fighting for all this shit.
Yeah, now she's giving up and being like, yeah, fuck this.
I don't know, because she listed her bills that she tried passing. All right, just for argument's sake, I think English should be the official language. Let me just say that. But how did a bill to make English the official language help with credit card debt, high rent, high grocery prices? How did that affect any of that? Yeah. I support banning the medical transition of children. How does that support anything she just listed?
I mean,
Yeah. All right.
Homeless people than ever on their own community streets. They can't afford health insurance or practically any insurance, and they just aren't stupid. These are the people I represent and love because,
Sweetie, the people you represent absolutely are stupid because they will fall for this dumbass video. They will fall for Jesus Christ Greene here and how she is. Can you believe what they did to this woman? She was just out here fighting for my rights and making sure that my kid doesn't have his wiener cut off, and look what they did to her. Your constituency is morons.
that is who all of my family and friends are. Common
Morons.
Americans.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to represent the 14th District of Georgia for 5 years. The district is filled with some of the most wonderful, kind-hearted.
You could serve out your term.
Good, but I don't want to.
I guess abandoning your responsibilities for this honor that you got, Jack. She's honored to serve for 5 years of a 6-year term. It's 3 2-year terms, but that's 6 years. She's honored for that 5 years. But Trump said he was going to support somebody else in the primary, and she knows that the only reason she got elected is because she had Trump's endorsement. That's it. It's the only reason. 5 years, and now she gets to live on 174 for life. She doesn't get that for life. The pension for, I've looked up the pension structure before. She's actually leaving, if I remember correctly, before she'll even get a pension. But it's okay. Like Pelosi, she's done well in the stock market.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do well enough in your investments, it doesn't matter. She probably does get health insurance, though.
Yeah, don't worry. She'll be okay.
Fearing, patriotic, hardworking people you will ever meet. Good, regular, common Americans. I've worked hard to bring taxpayer dollars back home to help district needs.
I'm sorry. Did you just tell me you've worked hard at pork? And not the kind that I was making fun of her for earlier, but I brought pork back to my district. Is that really the message you want to send? I mean, it's a way to go if you want to, I guess. We used to kind of look down on that shit.
I impeached Biden's Secretary of Homeland after watching my constituents die as he facilitated dangerous open border invasion.
She impeached Mayorkas all by herself. So you're telling me you can get an impeachment through, but you can't get a bill to make English the national language? Weird.
This might be a marketing issue.
She is both the most powerful and least powerful person ever.
Look, it's the duality of man. That's got nothing, man. I don't know.
To America. And I led the effort to defund hard left politically biased NPR and PBS and the corrupt USAID. And I did that as chair of the Doge subcommittee.
USAID got defunded before you were sworn in as the Doge subcommittee chair. What do you mean you led the efforts? Elon Musk had led those efforts. She's the hero we need.
Yeah, just ask her.
I have fought harder than almost any other elected Republican to elect Donald Trump and Republicans to power. I traveled the country for years. I spent millions of my own money. I missed.
I need an accounting sheet on that. She spent millions of her own money over the last 5 years. So at least 2 million, because that has to be millions. She's spending 400 grand a year traveling the country to get other people elected. I don't believe you.
Yeah, you see, Monkey, there's a lesson here that this is really telling us. It's very hard to get that last nail in when you're martyring yourself.
Right? Because your one hand is you've already nailed it to the cross.
Yeah, you could get the first one in, but get that second one is a real bitch.
You gotta be trying to smack your head over there.
Precious time with my family that I can never get millions of and Republicans to power. I traveled the country for years. I spent millions of my own money. I missed precious time with my family that I can never get back. And I
guess you should have been home being a mom then, you crazy bitch. She makes it sound like somebody did that to her. That was a choice you made. You don't
yeah, evil one got my reference.
You don't get to be like, hey, I didn't get to see my family when I was, doing this thing I chose to do. You didn't go off to war, bitch. You went to Congress.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Warfare is the least honest. You know who the enemy is.
Damn, man.
Showed up in places like outside the New York courthouse in Collect Pond Park against a raging leftist mob as Trump faced Democrat lawfare.
I had a photo op, you guys. Do you know what it's like to have a photo op?
It's a lot of pressure. It's almost as hard as streaming, I hear. Oh my God, do you think she's going to bang Hassan?
Probably. She is in his age demographic of weirdos who masturbate to him.
Meanwhile,
that's true.
Most of the establishment
oh my God, what if
Republicans.
her and Taylor Lorenz have a three-way?
Oh, I'd
You're
watch
welcome.
a little bit. I'd watch a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'd hate myself for it, but I'd watch.
Yeah, I hate to admit that you're right on that one. I never saw a tiny-headed man bang two old ladies before.
Trump faced Democrat lawfare. Meanwhile, most of the establishment Republicans who secretly hate him and who stabbed him in the back and never defended him against anything have all been welcomed in right after the election.
I am so tired of people who don't understand. Believe it or not, Bill Maher's new rules tonight was fucking great. For once, he did not pull Democrats suck, but so do Republicans. Instead, his whole thing was about not cutting off your family over political shit. And he goes, sure, both sides do it, but the left does it way more. I highly recommend people check that one out because it actually was pretty good.
Well, if you never communicate with someone that you disagree with, you'll never win them over to your side because you're helping them with their echo chamber.
Well, he points out that, I forget who said it, but they said the way to change Trump's mind is to get in the room with him.
Yeah.
And so many people don't understand who Trump really is. I saw, because Mamdani went up there and Trump was nice to him and said he agrees with him on some stuff, like housing being too expensive. Shocking that a politician thinks housing's too expensive right now. Weird.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Trump is a 90s Democrat, and he's a New York politician who understands that sometimes you have to work even with people that you honestly don't like. But when it comes to like insulting people in public and stuff, much of that is just a PR war. I mean, Donald Trump said nice shit about Chuck Schumer years ago.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh my God, I can't believe that he comes and talks to these people who've been mean to him. Do you mean the other members of Congress that he needs to get shit passed?
Yeah, it's almost like you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
And I will never forget the day I had to leave my mother's side as my father had brain surgery to remove cancerous tumors in order to fly to Washington, D.C. to defend President Trump and vote no against the Democrats' second impeachment in 2021.
You didn't have to do that, first of all, and it was irrelevant because he was impeached, you moron. It was a foregone conclusion, and you left your mother's side while your dad is having brain surgery to vote no so that you could be like, I voted no. That's why you did it.
Yeah, there are times when you're in your life when you have to make difficult decisions. If my dad was having brain surgery, I don't think I'd leave his side. No, I don't think I would have left. I would have been there the whole time because that's more important than pretty much anything else.
Everybody knew how that was going to play out. It was going to pass in the House and fail in the Senate, which, by the way, it did. She's in the House. It still passed. You don't get to get up. I will never forget when, for a publicity opportunity, I left my dying dad. I don't even know if he died. She just said he had brain surgery.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit gross either way. Like, I understand if there's an emergency or something, you think you have to leave and you're just hoping for the best. But that, for me, I wouldn't have left. I'd have been like, screw Congress. They're going to fuck it up anyway.
It would be one thing if she was the deciding vote against the impeachment. Okay, I could kind of see that. But it was for all intents and purposes a wasted vote.
Yeah. It's kind of
I will never forget. If I was your dad, I'd never forget you did that, you fucking horrible daughter. Anyway.
My poor father and my poor mother, it was way too much for all of us.
Then you should have stayed.
Through it all, I never changed or went back on my campaign promises and only disagreed in a few areas, like my stance against H-1Bs replacing American jobs, AI state moratoriums, debt for life 50-year mortgage scams, standing strongly against all involvement in foreign wars, and demanding the release of the Epstein files. Other than that, my voting record has been solidly with my party and the president.
Okay. So any old rubber stamp will do in your seat. Got it. I hate this argument when people are, I've always voted with the president. Well, then you're the water glass that Nancy Pelosi was talking about.
Loyalty should be a two-way street, and we should be able to vote our conscience and represent our district's interests because our job title is literally representative.
You can. That doesn't mean that Trump can't say, I think you're an idiot for this. You literally played into the Democrats' hands on the Epstein thing. This is what I told you guys. Democrats didn't care about this. You guys gave them a win. Granted, it blew up in their face immediately because there was nothing there, but you gave them a win.
And they're dumb, so that worked out pretty well.
Yeah. You did not call. You could have been up there and being like, hey, has she met Trump? Apparently not. You could have been like, hey, I think these need released, but fuck these Democrats because they didn't care about it for the last 4 years. And you didn't do that shit. You just went, yeah, Epstein, because it's the popular thing to do with morons on the internet. And that's all you care about. You even put up a tweet. Look at how this guy got ratioed. Let that be a lesson to members of Congress. This bitch said that.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
America first should mean America first and only Americans first.
Then why are you quitting? Isn't that a fair question with everything she said here? Why are you quitting? Do you no longer believe in Americans first?
Now, I haven't watched this, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Jews.
No,
Right?
no.
That's how this works now?
It's the Jew's father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
With no other foreign.
So it's Jew adjacent.
Yeah, because she gave the hint a moment ago when she had loyalty should be a two-way street.
Yeah. So, wait, two-way street, so dual. Oh, I don't know about that.
You know what's funny about her saying that is that Trump didn't come after her until she went in opposition to him. And then she has the nerve to go, it should be a two-way street. I don't believe in loyalty in politics. I don't. I think it's stupid. But you don't get to go, hey, these things she listed up. These are the things that I went against him with. Why isn't he with me all the time? Bitch, the only reason you have that seat is because of Trump.
What?
He gave you a $174,000 a year job. What'd you give him? Did anybody vote for Trump because Marjorie Taylor Greene told you to? If so, I need you to go tell your handler that you got on the internet again, because I don't think you're supposed to be here.
And you left your helmet at McDonald's.
Country ever being attached to America first in our halls of government. Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for.
The threatening is that he was going to support somebody else in the primary. That's the threat. Can you believe he threatened me like that
all the time?
I should not be threatened. The politician wants somebody who's going to be on his side. Weird.
Is that really a threat, though? Isn't that more like a, hey, fall in line or I'll support somebody else?
Yeah. I mean, technically it's a threat, but it's not. She's like, he was going to punch me in the face.
Yeah, she makes it sound like there was like she needs a restraining order against him or something.
Yeah. To be fair, MTG was super loyal to Trump for the Israel stuff, so that's Trump's red line, I guess. No, I've laid this out. There have been several things over the last several months where she's gone against Trump in major ways. One of them for Miss America First here. I'm against H-1B visas, but we need to hire illegals to make construction happen. Somebody make that make sense for me.
Well, they work cheap, monkey. And if they get hurt, there's no workman's comp claim.
Yeah, that's where That's where we first see the public cracks happening. And then in the shutdown, she was blasting Republicans for not giving Democrats their way on spending money on Medicaid that would go to these fucking illegals. And it's not even on Medicaid. It's on the subsidies for Obamacare. Anyway.
However, while yes, hurtful, my heart remains filled with joy. My life is filled with happiness. And your
smile's faker than Mamdani's here. Wait a second. What? Watch the
She really
smile.
wanted to say, "My heart will go on."
Right?
United States, whom I fought for. However, while yes, hurtful, my heart remains filled with joy, my life is filled with happiness, and my true convictions remain unchanged.
Her teleprompter said smile in parentheses right before.
Oh,
his part.
absolutely. Yeah, that was in brackets there. I'm surprised she didn't read it like Biden did.
Oh, fuck.
Wait for applause.
That was so fucking transparent.
Because my self-worth is not defined by a man, but instead by
How many times do I have to tell you guys that all public conservative women are feminists at heart?
Yeah, that was such a feminist line. I don't need
My
no man.
self-worth is not defined by a man.
I have a PhD.
God who created everything in existence.
The God of the Bible, who's a man.
You don't know how he identifies.
Actually, I do. In the Bible, it's quite clear. He.
No, that was how it was written by a man.
By a Jewish man, no less.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Even
Fucking
worse.
Jews.
Yeah, his pronouns are father and sky daddy. I don't know.
Our Father who art in heaven. It's not our mother up there. That bitch left.
Yeah, they kind of wrote her out. I think like nobody cares about this.
I just want to replay that part because it's fucking
we're bordering
amazing.
on blasphemy, so I'm gonna quit now.
My heart remains filled with joy. My life is filled with happiness, and my true convictions remain unchanged. Because my self-worth is not defined by a man,
Fuck them, man.
but instead by God who created everything in existence.
I need somebody to ask Marjorie if God is a man or a woman. My self-worth is not determined by a man. It's determined by a man God.
By God man. God man. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait.
Oh, fuck. All right. I'm sorry. And I'm not being blasphemous. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're religious, you have to agree with me if you're a Christian that God is a dude.
Yeah.
And Jesus was a man.
Yep.
You see, I have never valued power, titles, or attention in spite of all the wrong assumptions about me.
She's never wanted attention, Jack. That's why she left her dying dad to go make a vote that didn't count for shit.
Oh my God, she's almost as bad as Pam Bondi trying to get in front of a camera.
She just bragged about how she went to the New York City courthouse where she had no power whatsoever.
Did Marjorie Taylor Greene used to get into spats over shit in the hallway? Like
Yes.
flags and posters and stuff that by people's doors?
Oh my God. I hate this one.
I am not an attention seeker. You're looking at me, right? Do I look pretty? Did she make duck lips when she said that? Because she's looking in the viewfinder? Because, dear God.
I just also want to point out, because there's going to be a lot of people who sound like us this coming week, Jack. And I have been hating on this woman since she got elected to Congress.
Yes.
This is not some fair weather friend. This isn't some jumping on the bandwagon. I started this shit.
Yeah, you were early on in the thing here. I mean, pretty sure from the beginning you hated this woman.
Because she's an idiot.
Oh, I thought it was a secret love affair, but apparently I was wrong.
You know what's funny? I've ripped on this woman at least as much as I've ripped on AOC. Nobody's ever accused me of being in love with her until just there.
Huh.
It's amazing that it's only apparently ugly, stupid Democrats that people think I want to fuck.
Well, I mean, they are putting out more often, to be fair.
Yeah.
I do not cling to those things because they are meaningless and empty traps that hold too many people in Washington.
If she believed that, she'd be right, because it is. It's a large part of Washington. I mean, there have been jokes since the television age about Congress people. You don't want to get between them and a camera.
Yeah.
But it has never been as bad as it has since the rise of social media.
Boy, that's true.
But her pretending she's not one of them is just fuck.
That's laughably embarrassing. Like, you should seriously be embarrassed about it saying that statement.
Yeah. I think you've replied, or sorry, ripped on AOC more, but she's been around longer. I think that the Marjorie Taylor Greene stuff has been spread out further. If you go and look, the AOC stuff was all very concentrated, and it's because at the time she kept saying retarded shit over and over, all at once. There was a smorgasbord of retard, where this one doesn't get the same play, and frankly, she gets more hate in the media. So it's like, hey, they're laughing at her. Where with AOC, they're like, she's so smart. Anyway.
I believe in term limits and do not think Congress should be a lifelong career or an assisted living facility.
Good line, but it's not yours.
My only goal and desire has ever been to hold the Republican Party accountable for the promises it makes to the American people and put America first. And I have fought against Democrats' damaging policies like the Green New Deal, wide open, deadly, unsafe border policies, and the trans agenda on children and against women.
You told us all of this when you listed your bills you've done.
With that has brought years of nonstop, never-ending personal attacks, death threats, lawfare, ridiculous slander, and lies about me that most people could never withstand, even for a single day.
Oh, you're such a hero. Did she say death threats?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking death like Russell Simmons was coming for her.
Yeah, I was thinking like, well, it could be Def Leppard going after her, but I was like, Marley Matlin's coming at you? What are you doing?
There's a one-armed drummer going to beat me to death.
I mean, I'd laugh.
Oh, God.
It literally would be the one-armed man then.
Yeah, I can only imagine when this was over, she took that cross off and literally nailed herself to it.
Yeah, because she's been trying to put herself on it this entire time. Fucking hell. She's as bad as McCain.
And I'm not saying that she hasn't gotten any hatred. I'm not, because she's played some of the messages and some of them are gross. There have been some death threats, Jack.
Oh, of course.
But once again, we see the difference between men and women. It's just it's not an acceptable part of discourse, but it is. We understand it happens, and that's why you have things like the DOJ who goes after the people who make these threats. But the rest of it is just people said mean stuff about me, so I don't get $174,000 paycheck, and people have said mean shit about me. Did I tell you I was called a Jew again the other day?
I saw that.
Because I pointed out that Fuentes is a flamer who likes Stalin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Schrodinger's Jew.
I really am.
It has been unfair and wrong, not only to me.
And yes, I'm saying it's mean to call me a Jew because I'm not one. It was said as an insult. I don't think it's insulting to be a Jew if you are one. You know, if you run up to like Ben Shapiro and go, "You're a Jew," that's just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Do you know my wife's a doctor?"
Right?
Yes, very observant. Thank you. Do you know my wife's a doctor?
But especially to my family. But it's been wrong to my district as well. I have too much self-respect and dignity. I love my family way too much, And I do not want my sweet district to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president that we all fought for.
I don't want my district to put up with Trump being mean to me.
Her sweet district. Sweet district. Oh.
Okay, seriously, how many people are in chat on YouTube? There's 184 of you right now. How many of you think that she actually cares about her district having to put up with Trump attacks versus her having to put up with Trump attacks? Trump doesn't have to attack you. He's already killed your political career by saying he was going to support someone else. That's it. That's all he has to do. He doesn't have to point out that you're a wrinkled old big-faced weirdo.
Tell us how you feel, Monkey.
Only to fight and win my election while Republicans will likely lose the midterms. And
I like that she threw that in there so that if they lose the midterm, she can go, see, I told you guys. Just your somewhat regular reminder, Republicans are probably going to lose the House. Because that's what happens in midterm elections. When the party in power controls the House or Senate, they tend to lose seats, and they have a slim majority in there right now.
Yeah, plus the Republicans really have been dragging their feet like usual, trying not to win.
But did you hear what she said there? I don't want that. It got cut up because of where we paused it, but I don't want my district to have to go through this only for me to win. Bitch, really? You think that your name alone is going to, overpower the name of Trump with the people who voted for you? The ones who only voted for you because Trump told them to? Oh, God. The self-delusion here is amazing. It's amazing.
It's impressive.
What you could do is, try. Go ahead. I dare you. I dare you to run. I dare you. You're going to lose, and it's just a waste of money for anybody dumb enough to send you some. But without Trump's endorsement, she does not get elected.
in turn, be expected to defend the president against impeachment after he hatefully dumped tens of millions of dollars against me and tried to destroy me.
In her world, Trump is going to spend tens of millions of dollars to replace a single seat in the House that's going to still go Republican.
That seems like an exaggeration.
This is Candace Owens, the French are coming to get me levels of delusion. Can you imagine being afraid of the French?
It's all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping it all.
Really? Really? Fuck off. Battered wife. Monk, did that cause you to faint? You okay over there? Okay. Did we lose Monkey? Did you lose me? Yeah, I finally got chat working. Brand is pretty impressive. What a moronic idiot. I think that sums it up pretty well. I have something just for this occasion. I have the 40 End Times Book of Strange Deaths. On October 1993, a woman-only commuter train was struck by lightning in Bombay. Believing the stationary train to be on fire, a large number of women, variously given as 23, 35, or 49, jumped down onto the tracks where they were then mowed down and killed in the semi-darkness by another train. An unfortunate fisherman in August 1977 set up his rod on the banks of the Rio Negro in the Amazonia.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I had to switch over my other internet. It's kind of annoying because been happening at 4:30, and so I thought, "Oh, cool. We didn't have to deal with that tonight."
You were wrong.
I was wrong. Yeah, it happens now and then.
Yeah. I got a new book for when you're gone that we can read to the chat.
I'm back now. You don't have to read.
Yeah, it's a book of strange deaths.
My wife got a joke book the other day. I don't know if you guys have them around you, but there's a store around here called Ollie's where it's like overstock and shit. Yeah,
I love Ollie's. It's what Big Lots used to be.
I was in there the other day and I saw a book that said Walmart exclusive, and I just had to laugh.
Yeah,
but it's a joke book that's gross in a lot of ways. And one of the jokes, I'm going to tell it to the audience now. How do you get out of a locked bathroom?
How?
With a dookie. Okay, we are on the AT&T, so the video quality is going to go down, but we can still hear the crazy bitch. But we had just got to the battered woman section, the battered wife section of this, and just once again a reminder that conservative women in media and politics will always default to feminism. Always. They can't help themselves.
It's true.
Goes away and gets better. If I am cast aside by the president and the MAGA political machine and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military-industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the elite donor class that can never, ever relate to real Americans, then many common Americans have been cast aside and replaced as well.
So even though you think you can win the election, she just told us that, Jack. She can win. You're going to step down so that they can replace you with one of those things you just listed off.
Yes. Also, military-industrial war complex is redundant because you already have military in the title.
Yeah.
What the military isn't designed really to do, like, crocheting.
The only thing I can say to that is she's stupid.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Forgot what we were doing for a minute.
There is no plan to save the world or a 4D chess game being played. When common American people realize and understand that the political industrial complex of
I'm glad that she specified American people and not American cats, because I thought for a while she was representing Phoebe.
Oh, I mean, maybe. Also, that means it's 5D, which is way more intense.
Speaking of which, look at my kitty cat. She's so cute.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to big head over here.
Lumpy.
She doesn't even have a big head. She just has a giant face.
I think she's had work done. Because I saw some pictures a minute ago. I looked it up. She has 3 kids. But there were a bunch of photos on there. And I was like, I think she's had some facial surgery.
Hey, she would never do that because she's not about getting attention for herself.
Right.
How dare you?
Yeah.
or a 4D chess game being played. When common American people realize and understand that the political industrial complex of both parties is ripping this country apart, that not one elected leader like me is able to stop Washington's machine from gradually destroying our country. And instead, the reality is that they, common Americans, the people, possess the real power over Washington, then I'll be here by their side to rebuild it.
Oh, she's like George Washington, isn't she?
She is. She's the most patriotic patriot ever.
Yeah, she's like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, all boiled into one person. So she's going to not only liberate the country, but reconstruct it too, and then free the slaves, except the ones that she employs. I don't know. It's very convoluted.
Until then, I'm going back to the people that I love, to live my life to the fullest as I always have. And I look forward to a new path ahead. I'll be resigning from office with my last day being January 5th, 2026. And I look forward to seeing many of you again sometime in the future. May God bless you all, and may God bless America.
There it is. She's quitting a year early, Jack. She doesn't want to put her district through Trump attacking her in the election, so she's going to step down from her seat a year early. You do know you don't have to run again. You could stay there and fight for the people that you were just talking about. Exactly, Pyrus. Why not just finish out the term? Because she knows that without Trump, she's irrelevant. That's why. She has so tightly tied herself to his coattails that without them, she just flounders. If he's not telling her what to say, she doesn't know what to say. And she knows she's done. And this way she gets to be, I went out on my terms. I ain't no battered wife. I ain't no woman whose self-esteem is tied to no man. I love that. My self-esteem isn't tied to a man, but this man was mean to me, so I have to leave. Bitch, did you think any of this through? Like, even a little bit? Like,
it depends if she's already solidified some sort of either a book deal or a radio gig or a podcast or whatever. If she has a plan, because then she's kind of going out while she still has some name recognition. If she wrote out her entire term, it's quite possible she'd be completely forgotten, like a good portion of the Congress whose names we don't know because they're never in the news.
I mean, if we take her just at face value here, her real concern is Trump being impeached again, which she can stop, man. She was so instrumental to stopping the impeachment. She let her dad have brain surgery and her mom sit there by herself. And she could win this election and still be the one up there voting no. And instead, she's like, no, thanks. This was such a convoluted, nonsensical, look how important yet unimportant I am bullshit speech.
Yeah.
But boy, was it fun. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you fucking moron. We hardly knew you. My guess is she's going to end up on like OAN or wherever Gates is now.
Yeah, OAN.
Is he on there?
Yeah. He's got his radio show still too, I think.
Yeah. The other possibility is she just starts her own thing here on YouTube. She's going to become a podcaster.
I just got a great idea. Sorry.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
She should team up with George Santos.
Oh. Yeah, didn't he get out of jail?
Yeah. Santos and Greene on the hunt. They could be bounty hunters.
He's just awesome. A weird little troll, and she's an idiot. I'd probably watch a little bit.
Right? I love George Santos. I think that dude is a magical piece of entertainment, unlike we've seen in years. He should be he should be the heir to the Springer empire and be doing shows like that.
Yeah, she not only put out that video, there's the written statement that she gives us. It's the same stupid shit she just read, so we don't have to go over it. But you're leaving because you don't have Trump's endorsement, and without it, you're going to get your ass kicked. That's all it is. And it is fair to be like, hey, I was with him all the way, and that's fine until you weren't. Because it's not like you turned on him on some minor things, right? This isn't like a minor budget line. You were with the Democrats during the shutdown, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. She made some major missteps, and she knows that she's going to fade into obscurity if she doesn't cut and run now.
Yes, 100%.
On a high note. Yeah, so it's all about self-preservation of her ego, I guess. Like she wants to salvage something from whatever reputation she's got left,
Yeah.
or fade into obscurity.
Hang on just a second. My other internet should be back, so I'll be right back.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Kitty? Yeah. That kitty cat wanted some attention. She must have saw the one on the screen.
Did you miss me?
Yes, we did.
All right. We got to do the Candace Owens thing. God damn.
Right? Did you see that before I sent it to you?
No.
Oh man, I was hoping you were, because you had just posted something like 10 minutes earlier, and I was like, oh, please let him still be online.
All right, here it is. Candace Owens, urgent. 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was contacted by a ranking employee of the French government. My internet's going to be a dick, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You're cutting in and out.
Am I better now?
For now, until you start reading again, yes.
Oh, with my bad reading, maybe we can just pass it off as my inability, as my my illiteracy, rather than a technical problem.
You're not illiterate. You just have terrible eyes.
Candace Owens, urgent. 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. Dun, dun, dun. I have to stop here, Jack, because I've read this. And
yeah,
I just need to question whether this is a high-ranking person, because she tells us later, right down here, again, this person provided concrete proof that they're well-placed within the French government apparatus. Shouldn't a high-ranking member of the French government be, like, Googleable?
I don't think that's a word, but I get what you're saying.
Shouldn't you be able to Google it and go, oh, yeah, Pierre does work for them?
Yeah, like maybe she didn't see their face or something. I don't know.
Anyway.
This is all very stupid.
After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly. You deemed it credible enough that you told the world Charlie Kirk was killed by the Jews, and you had proof that he said he was like breaking with them, and then the actual shit came out, and it was nothing.
It was in the penumbra.
Probably a radio DJ trolling her.
It won't be the first time that she's been trolled and it said stupid shit based on a troll. She did it like a week ago. She fell for some troll nonsense.
Yeah. She's an idiot too. Where are we? I have deemed the information credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. Dun, dun, dun.
You're so important. Okay.
Yes. The Macrons were like, you say she's got a dick. Kill her.
What a complete waste of money. Like, you're better off with somebody like this being out there alive, because if you kill them, you make them into like a conspiracy theory martyr. Mm-hmm. Whereas if they're out there spouting this nonsense, people will laugh at them. But if she gets killed, then you're like, well, maybe she was onto something.
Yes, you read that correctly. I don't get told that very often.
I tell you that, buddy. Not very often, though.
More specifically, that the green light was given to a small team of National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. The fuck is that?
Probably a therapist. Intervention group. Sounds like they're going to sit down and be like, we're concerned about your drinking.
Wait for it, guys. Here comes the important part. I am told there's one Israeli that is on this assassination squad, and the plans were formalized. It's a Jew, Jack.
Yeah, they got a Jew, a Frenchman, a German guy, and a wacky Australian. and they have to work together to form the Fellowship of Candace.
The
It sounds
French
like a
hired,
bad spy spoof.
doesn't it? It sounds like Top Secret.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And like if the French guy is Inspector Clouseau, I think we have a movie here.
The French hired a Jew to kill Candace.
Yeah.
Oh.
They need a martial artist too, like who's really bad at it.
Again, this person provided concrete proof that they're well placed within the French government apparatus, which, again, if they were, you could just look up their name, Candace. I'm fairly certain the French aren't hiding the people who work in the government.
You don't know that because can the French read?
This is probably some French postman.
I have a sneaking suspicion I am onto what this is.
Yeah?
There is a high-ranking individual in the French government that has a fetish for messing with people. And it's a freaky fetish. He just emails random people and tells them that they are going to be assassinated by a team of wacky hitmen, like Smoke and Aces. Stupid movie, but fun. And what he does to verify who he is he sends pictures of himself naked in the Palace of Versailles.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It's just a reason to send dick pics with a really elaborate backstory. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
We're told that the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group is a Swiss military group.
The French hired the Swiss? I don't think so.
The French hired the Swiss who employ a Jew to kill her.
Yeah, I'm not buying that at all. The Swiss know that the French money's worthless.
It just tells us it's a military group. Is it an official group or is this like the Michigan militia?
Yeah, is this like a paramilitary thing? Like, are they real talent or is this, a bunch of hill folk? Because I mean,
all right.
Swiss military sounds a lot cooler than French military. I'll give you that.
The Swiss have that awesome knife, man.
Yeah.
And
And
it's got a Jewish space laser on it now.
Yeah. I see your knife and I raise you a laser because he's a French Jew.
All right, now we're getting into real conspiracy, guys. Further to this point, this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion's 13th Brigade with multiple state involvement. So not only was Charlie killed by the Jews, he was killed by the Jews who were training with multiple states. She doesn't name the states here. When she says state, she means country.
Yeah, government.
Yeah, just saying. Yeah,
I don't remember.
Maybe
surrendering.
Maybe it was Montana. Maybe Montana got together with the Jews and took out Charlie. Montana! It is Candace. She might actually mean state.
Oh, well, for a minute, I pictured Hannah Montana with a sniper rifle, and I was mildly interested, but not anymore. So she watches Yellowstone too much. Gotcha. Yeah, I think she lives in an episode of Person of Interest, doesn't she?
Sorry, I'm yawning. I woke up way too early.
It's like Jim Caviezel involved in this because, I mean, that would make it better, but
journalist Xavier Poussard's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious.
Was it Javier or Xavier?
Xavier.
See, that's a much cooler name than I thought it was going to be.
This is not deadly serious. This is fucking humorous. I'm sorry that somebody tricked you into. I don't doubt for a second that somebody came to her and said, "I work for the French. We're trying to kill you." I have no doubt.
I'm telling you, that dude sent her a dick pic. Probably at the Louvre or at the Palace of Versailles, because that's classy then. That
True.
says artisanal. And that sounds like something a Frenchman would do. It'd be like, look at me with my foot propped up like Captain Morgan on this ancient chair from the Napoleon era with my dick swinging out in a glass of French wine. That's how you know I work for the French government.
The head of state of France apparently wants us both dead and has authorized professional unit to carry this out.
See?
I asked
Unit
that
right there. Wiener reference.
I asked that every person retweet and share this. I would, but you blocked me, you cowardly cunt.
Oh, I didn't know she blocked you. I had screenshots of this because I thought she'd take it down.
No, she blocked me a long time ago.
Tim
she
said,
blocked me before she was hired by Ben.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Tim said, well, Jack, I think Billy Ray Cyrus is a sniper, so Hannah Montana. I hate to correct you, but Billy Ray Cyrus is in fact Bayou Billy. If you remember that video game, then
I remember Bayou Billy, yeah.
Yeah, I think if they'd ever made a movie version of that, a younger Billy Ray Cyrus would have been fucking perfect for it.
Monk dropped the C word. I do it all the time, Blue Eye. I just try to do it at the end of the stream where we don't get as in much trouble for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I probably should have waited another 5 minutes before I said it, though.
I think Evil One's pretty much right. Candace wants to be Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah. Where are we? I don't know who in the American government can be trusted since this source claims our leaders are aware. But I have more specific information, which is definitely verifiable should they care to reach out to me. Make it public. Make it public.
Release it. Come on. What are you doing?
Go ahead.
What are you, Pam Bondi sitting on the Epstein files?
To the brave official in France who did this because they were so moved by the evil of Charlie's public execution to risk their own life, may God bless you truly. Let all be revealed, but only to people in our government that I don't trust. Fuck.
Now, if this turns out to be real,
this is not real.
I know, but if it was, hypothetically, if it was, it'd still be fucking hilarious.
It would be.
For all different reasons, though. Right, Kit Kat?
I just want to point out again that Candace's beef with the Macrons is that she says Brigitte Macron has a penis. And in her world, Emmanuel Macron is going to come kill her for that. Because the court case against her isn't enough. Yeah, that's probably likely.
I mean, yeah.
You don't have to out the French guy was so moved by Charlie Kirk's death that he is fucking with you now. But you could give all of the information. You can let all be revealed. That's what she says at the end there, Jack. So why didn't she reveal it?
I don't know. That's a weird thing to say. Is she a CIA psyop, like some MK Ultra shit? Like, was she hypnotized into saying all this goofy shit, or is she just this bonkers?
Mr. Hughes says MTG can protect her. Oh shit. I think that she is off the reservation, honestly. I think that she is so isolated in her weird little bubble and being told how I keep hearing that she is the biggest podcaster in the world, Jack.
What, Joe Rogan quit?
I don't know, but this is what I'm told. And I think that she is so desperate to be as important as she wants to be, that she's made herself susceptible to people just fucking with her. She's Mike Lindell.
Well, I don't think Mike Lindell's that far gone compared to Candace.
I think he is. I think that dude snapped. But Jesus, man. What is that? Already covered it. Covered that. What is this? Oh, I do want to talk about this because it interested me. So I was watching a video yesterday now, but it came out on the 7 days before that, whatever that day works out to. Anyway, it was a woman talking about a law that's proposed in your state, Jack, that will make it'll make it mandatory for birthing centers and hospitals to offer, not do, but to offer DNA testing on all children when they're born to make sure that dad is the dad.
Yeah, that should be mandatory.
Yeah, and in your state, they're not even doing it where it is mandatory. It's mandatory that it's offered. That is a distinction that has to be made here. So if you're like, no, I don't want my wife to think that I don't trust her, then you don't have to do it.
I know she just had that kid in her too long and it burned, and that's why it's black.
But damn you. I was watching some of the women in this video who were bitching about how, no, if a man does it, then he doesn't trust me, and it's over at that point. Why? I don't understand that part. But my idea is this, Jack. If you don't want to do it
if
at
she
birth,
doesn't want to, sorry
about that. If you don't want to do it at birth, then it should be at least done when any child support is issued.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to do it at birth because then you
Sure.
know before you get attached to the kid and like emotionally.
And I agree with you on that. But if we're not going to do it then because I don't want to be on trial, it should be done at child support. And we don't have to do it for women because it popped out of them, so we know it's their DNA.
Did we?
Okay, fair
I've
enough.
heard tales of alien hybrids.
But because of this, have you ever watched Paternity Court?
Oh yeah, many times.
It is such a dumbass show. It literally, each segment should only be like 2 minutes long. Here's the test. Here's the answers.
Yeah, like Maury.
But like Maury, they drag it out for 20 minutes before because you got to know all the backstory. And I watched, and for the record, I did not watch all of the episodes. I just jumped to the reveal.
Well, yeah, that's the best part.
And in every one that I watched, I probably watched 10 of them. And some of those had multiple episodes. So altogether, I probably saw 20 reveals. Every one of them, the guy was the dad. Every single one of them, which is great. That's awesome. But in every single one of them, as the judge is getting ready to read out the paternity test, the women look scared to death.
Yeah. There was one episode of that the guy was not the father and he really wanted to be, and the woman started mocking him because she didn't want him to be the dad. And then there was also an episode of Maury where this woman had like 14 tests done, and 3 of them were on the same guy. One was on his dad, who said he never slept with her. But he legally had to take it because the court ordered him to. And they ran this guy through the test again. Not the dad, but the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. And he still wasn't the dad. And she was so upset. She's like, no, he has to be the dad because he's got a good job.
Yeah. Well, that guy in Michigan, because here in Michigan, you only have so long to challenge paternity if your name is put on the birth certificate. This guy was drugged for years through court, and the courts kept telling him, sorry, that's what the law says. He was not the dad. But she put his name on there, and so he had to pay. And the reason she picked him is because the guy she had been fucking had no job, and he had a good one.
That's really, really messed up.
Yep. And I still don't know how that case has turned out. Last I saw it, they were going into what was supposed to be the final phase of it.
That's garbage. You shouldn't have to pay for a kid that's not yours.
Why are there no updates on major events that happened since summer of last year? What events? There's been tons of updates about all kinds of stuff, but shit falls out of the news, and you got to look for the smaller news articles on it. Saw one where all 3 children of the guy were not his. Fuck. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Oh man, you find that out, especially after the kids have been older, like they're in school or something.
Yeah.
That would crush somebody.
How's that not fraud? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jack.
No, that's exactly what it is. Paternity fraud is what they call it. And they're trying to make it illegal to do that. But what are you going to do? They're not going to put the moms away. Women skate on this stuff all the time. Shit, women most of the time, don't even get charged for false rape accusations. You think lying to a dude to get somebody to raise your kid is good? Oh, she's so innocent and she just was looking for somebody to take care of her. Oh, no, it's not going to happen. There might be 1 or 2 cases and that'll be it, but it'll happen 1,000 times more.
It's gone even worse than that. I mean, we've seen calls for men who found out they're not the dad. Like, well, you should raise him anyway because you've been raising him. You have an obligation to that child. I mean, there's actually arguments that, hey, we all know this isn't your kid, but you should still have to raise it because. And that's as deep as it goes.
Ridiculous.
It is. It's stupid. We've gone way too far in protecting women.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest about what child support is. Child support has become a replacement for alimony because women started having to pay alimony and they didn't like it.
Aww.
And since women typically get the children, it's something like 95% of kids go to their parent or to the mother in custody cases.
Yeah, we need to go back to the 1800s on that one and give them to the dad.
Yeah, and since women typically get the child support, that's where the child support. I saw a thing the other day where some athlete, his baby mama, they weren't even married or anything. She needs more money to raise his kid. The $20,000+ a month isn't enough. She can't raise a kid on $20,000 a month.
Well, look, that kid needs her to have a spa day every
Right.
week. And she's got to have a fancier car.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this shit. But it was funny to me that so many of these women were like, no, you're totally the dad. And it's like, when the reveal comes, they're as relieved as the guy was.
Yeah.
They're like, whew.
That's wow.
And I believe every one of those men should still leave that woman if they're still with them. Because she clearly still cheated on you, bro. You've tasted another man's dick without knowing it. I'm just saying. Because if like let's say the roles were reversed, right? Like Lady Monkey was like, no, that's not your kids. And so we went to court. I'd be like, that is absolutely my kid. It looks just like me. And when my thing, like, come on, bring it. Tell her. Let her know the truth. But these women are like, please. They got both fingers crossed. They got their legs crossed. They're rubbing a rosary. And I'm like, please let this be him. Because they don't know what dicks they took.
Yeah, that's why you got to be careful with the women you choose to have relations with. Because they will trick you and trap you. But, man, you do not want to end up banging some filthy whore and having a kid with her because she's going to ruin your life.
Yeah.
She'll take all your money. She already took your seed. Now she'll take your money and destroy your life for fun.
All right. With that, we're going to wrap up. We're at the 2-hour mark. I got stuff to do today. And I still need to do a game stream. I haven't gotten one done since that first Anno one, which I really, really want to get back to. So that'll probably come later tonight, guys. I got things throughout the... Okay, maybe tomorrow because I've been up since midnight, and I don't think I can get back to sleep for a nap before I have to do things today, Jack.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It sucks. Is what it is, though. Thank you guys for coming and watching. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are amazing. Jack, anything you want to show?
I'll drop some links. As always, thank you guys so much for all the support you give us. Alan,
Wait.
you are a generous man.
There's only 8 likes. Hit the like button, you fucking bastards. You have to start telling people that all through the stream.
Right?
Is there really only
like, share, subscribe?
Is there really only 8 likes on this thing?
No, refresh.
I didn't do it. It was somebody in chat. I don't watch this live.
Yeah, you just refresh. It'll show you the money.
Okay. 60. Okay, that's still less than half. That's it. I'm not leaving until it's over 100. And if you fuck with me, I'll start singing. Badly.
Hit the like button, guys. Well, if you combine it with Rumble, it's pretty close.
I'm going just based on our numbers here on YouTube right now. You little bastards. I sat here and swore at you guys for 2 hours and I can't get a like. Jack, a pleasure as always, my friend.
Always glad to be here.
Guys, take care of yourselves. We love you. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Hit the like button, you silly bastards. That was too easy tonight.